Black people, this is the reason why we need to be diligent when it comes down to protecting our children and knowing exactly where they are. If you don't know, they are dismantling all the civil rights institutions that deals with protecting Black people rights. If something happens to you and you need to file something against whomever, they are dismantling all of that. There will no longer be any agencies. If you have a case where you are trying to file a suit against someone, it's really nothing that they are going to be able to do. It's going to be a waste of time for the attorney that's representing you to go in to fight for your rights because they are dismantling all of that. I say this to say that you need to be diligent on knowing exactly where your kids are and trying to keep your kids out of harm's way, of not just being in the streets doing anything, because they are giving the police 100% immunity to be able to do whatever the hell they want to do to mainly Black people. So we know it's about to get hot, and we know how our children love to just be out and about, but you need to be able to speak to them, talk to them, let them know that they don't need to put themselves in harm's way. They need to stay out of any kind of confrontation, because if the police is called, these people are going to be able to do anything they want to your child. So you need to be abreast and aware and to know exactly where your children are at all times. All times. Because we have seen videos throughout the years where police have been called in certain situations where there's a bunch of kids, Black kids, doing nothing, enjoying themselves. But when something kicks off, police is called, you know exactly what's going to happen. So I implore you as a parent, as a grandparent, as an aunt, uncle, cousin, please know where your children are, because these people are going to be reckless and dangerous with our lives. And that's just the bottom line. Bottom line, because they are dismantling everything that was put in place for Black people to be safe. We had some very competent people that really thought about Black people to put these things in place specifically for us. Specifically. So now you have this administration that's coming in, tearing everything up that's pertaining to Black people. You need to be aware of this. If you care anything about your children, you need to talk to them and let them know exactly what's what, and not to put themselves in harm's way. Stay out of confrontations, certain situations, and just you knowing exactly where your children is at. You need to know this. 24/7, you need to know where your babies are. If you want your child to come back home, you need to know exactly what's what. You need to know who they dealing with, who they hanging with, where they at, where they driving at, the whole 9 yards. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be off the chain this summer. It's going to be off the chain. And if you want to be able to protect your child, you need to know every step that they are doing. Absolutely. So comment below and tell me what your thoughts are on this, because I think this is very important. I think I spoke about this once before, and I'm so passionate about this because I have grandchildren. I have 3 grandsons and 1 granddaughter. My grandsons are at the age now where they are starting to be young men. And I be damned if I just let mine just run wild out there in the streets and anything can happen to them. No, ma'am, not on my watch. Not on my watch. And I implore you and I suggest that you do the same thing. Know where your babies are. Know where your babies are. And I'll see you all in the next video.